Hello Tumblr people, this is me, Nicole Artist. I'm going to be recording a overview basically of the entire SoCal game, so because I've been getting a lot of questions about it and I've gotten a lot of people interested about it, so if you're thinking of buying it, this is going to pretty much answer every question. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone's watching this video because they all want to know about the character creation, so naturally I'm going to cover that first. And I'll make a new character just so I can show you how this all works. Okay, now you can edit an already existing main character in the game, but they'll still have the same phrases and they'll still fight the same way as that character already did. If you're wanting to make it a really original character that's basically not just a copycat of them, then you want the right option. And the first thing it's going to do is it's going to ask you what fighting style you want. Now, you don't have to worry about this because you can change it once you're in the customization, so it's sort of no harm, no foul. You can just pick something random for right now, so I'm just going to go with Panda Lady. You pick your female or male base, and you get height options, which of course all this you can change while you're in the editing screen. So it's not completely final. Alright, and it just starts you with literally the first set of undergarments and all the basic things you can get. Now, the first thing you can do when you do character editing is you can change everything about the body and the voice of the character. You can change the height on here if you want to, and the base body type. You can change things, for example, like the upper arms, how much those are thick, forearms. I guess that's the chest, hips, thighs, calves, stomach, chest, waist, and muscle mass. Muscle mass is really just texture over. It doesn't add much, it's just a texture. So you can adjust the body of the character to be the body that you think that they would be. Like maybe they're really good with fist fighting, well maybe they'll have bigger upper arms. You get a lot of face options, a lot more if you do a male character, but you actually get more close options with a female model. So you can have like this huge selection of types of faces, but you cannot adjust things on the face options, like for example how much the nose sticks out, how low the jaw is. You can't do things like that with the face. The faces are all presets. You can't change the type of eye. You have to pick a preset face. It's not like Skyrim. Also, you get a very big list of hairs, and mind, everything on this game in character customization can be recolored. It can be really recolored. Really recolored. No, seriously, huge recolor. And you can adjust the eyebrows. And then you can adjust the voice. Now this part is the good fun part, because one, you get 8 voice options, which I'm going to let you listen to. You can adjust the pitch, which is the top part there, and you can adjust the tone. And the third option is manifestation level, which makes it sound a little bit more electric if you have it on light and a little bit more distorted if you have it on heavy. I'm going to let you hear the voice options for the female character, and mind, you can make them higher or lower with pitch or tone, so the preset voices, you're not even stuck with them. You can change them to however you want.
Okay, let's get this started. Will you fight me?
So, you want to fight?
Let's get this fight started.
You look nice and tough. Are you ready? Care to dance with me? Let's get this over with.
Alright, let's go with that one. You can make it higher.
Let's get this over with.
If it'll play it.
Let's get this over with.
Just like that. Just a tone. We can
Let's get this over with.
And then you can tack on a manifestation. If we'll put it on heavy,
Let's get this over with.
it creates a kind of an echo. Now, with equipment, there's a little thing about equipment you should know on this game. If anyone's actually really watched the 7 versus Lucas video, you'll notice that 7's feet reverted back to being normal feet, because when you fight, a certain amount of close will get knocked off if you take heavy damage, or however it calculates that. For example, it'll be any helmet item you have, a hat item, these will get knocked off. And also there's a really long list of hat items. I believe glasses are also knocked off. You keep your undergarments on because really, they're undergarments. I believe you get your shirt knocked off in any coats. You keep your lower garments on, so if you've got pants, those aren't going to fall off. And really, any of these other accessories are going to get knocked off as well. You can have necklace options, scarves, you can have a whole bunch of different types of gloves. I don't even have anything unlocked on here, mind, so you're not even seeing the whole list. Socks, a bunch of shoes. Oh, there's 7 shoes. There's 7 feet. That's right, horse legs. And the last thing on here that you get on this list is you get 3 slots of extra items. These are basically just a list of items like horns, basic shapes, tails, bows, an apple for whatever reason. And you can put this anywhere you want on the character. You can put it there, 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 there. And another thing about it is you can, even with where you put it, you can still move it around. And not only that, but when it comes to these items, you have a large amount of work with it, because you can adjust the thicknesses of it, the lengths, the height. You have a lot of options when it comes to these items. So like if you want a bow, but you want a, let's say a really wide bow that's really thin, you can do that. Just put the depth on low, so it's not thick. You can make it really long, wide that way, and then you can just put it where you want. Like let's say we want right on her stomach. Let's put it on her stomach. And then you can move it the vertical down, and then you can move it back. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Also, it likes to... There. Now you can have a bow right on her stomach. You can have a lot of adjustments like that. Now, after you do that, once again, you can change the weapon style while you're in here. So I can just stick her and put her as, for say, Pyrrha. You can adjust what the weapon looks like. Now, when it comes to the first 2 weapons on the list, you can't recolor those. When it comes to the next 2 on the list, you can recolor those. And then after that, you pretty much can't recolor. So some weapons are recolorable, and some of them aren't recolorable. And you also get a little effect that happens every time you land a hit on someone if you want that, but it kind of takes up a lot of space, so I don't usually. You can adjust the colors of everything. You can make her any color you want. You can make it purple. Let's make her bright purple. There you go. Oh yeah, bright purple lady. You can adjust the colors on everything. Like, you can adjust the colors on everything. I'm not kidding. You can adjust the colors on everything. Well, except for some weapons. All the colors on the equipment. You can give equipment a pattern, or you can just do a basic recolor of it to whatever color you want. You can't change the size or the shape of equipment unless it's those last 3 accessories. So if you want pants to be longer, for example, than you want, you can't do that. You have to find a different equipment. You can also put stickers. This is pretty much what I did to make the 7 model look like a 7. Let's actually go back to her and look at that. Yeah, I don't want her saved. Please don't save her. Let's go to the 7 model. She lives on stickers.